Quick disclaimer, this is an AI voice which is not going to be perfect. There is a transcript in the description as well as subtitles for you to read along with. A market is a place or system where buyers and sellers interact to exchange goods, services, or assets, often involving the determination of prices. Market structure is the characteristics of a market and the businesses in it, including the number of firms, level of competition, and the nature of the product being sold. There are two main types of market structure, which are perfect competition and imperfect competition. Perfect competition has many small firms compete against each other, selling identical products with no single firm able to influence the market price. In perfect competition, there is complete freedom of entry and exit for firms with no significant barriers. Imperfect competition is a market structure where a varying number of individual firms have some control over market prices and products are differentiated. Imperfect competition generally has barriers to entry which range from being moderate or significant. The products in imperfect competition are often differentiated, meaning firms offer products that are distinct in terms of quality, branding, or other attributes. Demand, supply, and price are the three main factors that affect the market, with each affecting the others. Demand is the quantity of a good or service that consumers are willing and able to purchase at a certain price level during a given period of time. There are many factors that influence demand, including affordability, competition, availability of substitutes, level of gross domestic product, and the needs and aspirations of consumers. Higher affordability increases demand, as more consumers are able to purchase the good or service at a given price. Increased competition can lower prices and enhance product choices, potentially boosting demand for goods or services. Substitute products can decrease demand for a product, as consumers may switch to similar, potentially cheaper alternatives. Gross domestic product is the total monetary value of all goods and services produced within a country and typically reflects increased overall income and economic activity, leading to increased demand for goods and services. When a product aligns with the needs and aspirations of consumers, demand for that product tends to increase. Supply is the quantity of a good or service that producers are willing and able to offer for sale at a certain price level during a given period of time. There are many factors that influence supply, including availability of raw materials and labor, logistics, ability to produce profitably, competition for raw materials, and government support. When raw materials and labor are readily available, supply can increase as production becomes easier and more efficient. Efficient logistics enhance supply by enabling the smooth and time-efficient transportation of goods from producers to the consumer. The ability to produce profitably influences supply, as producers are more likely to supply goods when they can cover costs and earn a profit. High competition for raw materials can restrict supply, as producers may face shortages or higher costs for essential inputs. Government support, such as subsidies or tax incentives, can boost supply by lowering production costs or providing resources to producers. Price elasticity measures the responsiveness of the quantity demanded or supplied of a good or service to changes in its price. Price elasticity of demand is the change in the quantity demanded of a good or service in response to a change in its price. Price elasticity of supply is the change in the quantity supplied of a good or service in response to a change in its price. The way firms respond to pricing and output decisions in different market structures reveals differences in dynamics in perfect competition and imperfect competition. In a perfect competition market, firms are price takers and must accept the market price determined by supply and demand, as they have no control over it. Consequently, firms adjust their output to maximize profit where cost equals revenue, leading to efficient use of resources and minimal profit in the long run. In a perfect competition market, businesses are highly responsive to changes in their competitors' prices and output, since they have no control over the market price and must adjust their output levels to remain competitive. Firms will typically match competitors' prices and optimize production to maintain their market share, as any deviation in price or output could lead to a loss of customers to rivals. In an imperfect competition market, firms have some control over pricing due to product differentiation or limited competition, allowing them to set prices above their costs and potentially earn larger profits. Output decisions are influenced by the firm's power to set prices and the condition in the market, leading to less efficient use of resources compared to perfect competition and varying levels of profit. In an imperfect competition market, businesses strategically respond to changes in their competitors' prices and output by adjusting their own prices and production levels to maximize their market share and profitability while considering product differentiation and market power. Firms may use competitive pricing, promotional strategies, or alter their product offerings to reduce the effect of their competitors' decisions and remain competitive. Thank you for watching this video on business markets. I'll see you in the next lesson.